Anyway, hello people. Welcome back to the show. Not the show actually, just the preview. And today we're going to be talking about the Grand Prix of Miami. So, what can we expect of this new racetrack for this new calendar this weekend? If this works, yes. So here we have the layout. New racetrack, new asphalt, new everything. Don't know if you notice, but this is going around this stadium, and if you can check about it clearly, you can see that it's kind of like Abu Dhabi for me, or Jeddah if you say so. There's two really long straights, there's really fast corners, all this section is really fast. You have some narrower part here which is slower, but like you have three DRS zones. I'm guessing it's gonna be this one, and this one, to try to make everything smooth for overtaking for the show. However, by previous experiences with racetracks like, for example, Abu Dhabi, overtaking when you have huge straight lines is not gonna be easy. So let's analyze a little bit the racetrack, if you may, by saying how the weather is gonna look like for the weekend. You can see sunny days, high temperatures, right? Air temperature, 32 degrees air temperature. So the funny part and the most interesting thing is southwest wind up to 55 kilometers per hour. This can affect for the overtaking. However, it's gonna be a hot Grand Prix because Miami it's quite humid. 40% chance of rain, which means no rain basically. So the weekend is expecting to have a sunny day for all 3 days. Now for the tires and race strategy, what can we say? The asphalt is new and it's gonna be a urban racetrack. What does this mean? Usually the asphalts have very low grip. However, this racetrack had a blast shot treatment to make the asphalt age, so the grip from the beginning can be higher than other places, for example, like Azerbaijan or Monaco. So the grip is expected to, as you can see here, intermediate, and the asphalt abrasion is going to be not so high, even though the mixture in the asphalt has been with some abrasive materials. Apparently the end mix is going to be lower, so not very abrasive. And the downforce, what a surprise, with high-speed racetrack is going to be low. What does the downforce mean? That the car's setup is going to be downforce to medium downforce-ish. Nobody's going to go with the end plates like this. So my thinking is that the overtaking is going to be not so easy. Case Abu Dhabi, which even with DRS and everything, overtaking in the back straights is not easy at all. Let's see how the experiment goes. Which compounds do we have for this racetrack? We have the soft tire, we have the medium tire, and we have the hard tire. What does this mean? Probably it's gonna be a one-stopping racetrack, especially when it's 57 laps and 5.4 kilometers each lap. I think it's gonna be one-stopping, or perhaps two-stopping for the most aggressive ones. I think that's gonna be the strategy. Why? Low abrasion, low downforce. The low downforce thing can mean that the cars are gonna slide more on the fast corners, especially with hard compounds. So this could help the tire wear. But I think maybe the front runners might go two-stopping and the back runners will go one-stopping. Like Alexander Albon, for example, whose Williams in Imola was almost impossible to overtake. And in Albert Park in Melbourne, he showed that he can take his tires all the way to the end, helped by the safety car. Let's be honest. I would like to clarify something on the Imola Grand Prix with Albon, for example. Why Gasly and Hamilton were not able to overtake him? Because Williams decided to go for a strategy of high top speed. Albon's high speed, or top speed, sorry, in the race was one of the highest of them all, considering that he didn't have the DRS a single lap. And Gasly and Hamilton behind didn't have this high speed setup configuration. So even with the DRS, they were no match for Albon's Williams, the top speed. So this could be an issue. Tell Alonso with Petrov in Abu Dhabi. I keep saying Abu Dhabi because this racetrack, for me, it reminds me of Abu Dhabi. But anyway, this being said, shall we go for the predictions? Weekend predictions. I might not guess everything, but this is my thinking. Verstappen showed in Jeddah that they had a faster car, same like in Imola, for example, a very fast car. And usually the Red Bull is a car that goes well in high-speed corners. So I think Red Bull is gonna be the overall winner of this weekend. Pole position, Max Verstappen. I think he's gonna dominate. If not him, it's gonna be Perez, but I prefer Verstappen than Perez. And for the race on Sunday, I think this is gonna be more or less it. Teams are not bringing much stuff to the race, so the qualifying might be the same more or less as in Imola, for example, or in Jeddah. Mercedes are trying to bring something new to try to control the porpoising. Let's remember, Mercedes is really affected by this effect. They have to bring the cars very high, which means the performance is quite low in, for example, high-speed corners. However, in Jeddah they didn't do it that bad with Russell coming up, so I think Mercedes will still be in the top 10. Let's face it. So yeah, Max Verstappen is gonna go from pole to win. Charles Leclerc will be second, and I think Perez will be signed for the third position in the podium because, like I said, well, Perez this year is driving much better. Looks like the car is much better adapted, or a more neutral thing for both drivers compared to last year. So I think Perez is going to be on the podium, and Carlos Sainz will leave behind his black hole that he's into, and he will come fourth of the two teams that are dominating right now, the F1. So what's going to happen behind them? I think McLaren is going to be solid. Miami is going to be humid and hot. This means brakes are going to be suffering from temperature. I think McLaren already showed that they solved this issue. So I think Norris is going to be there, P5, if nothing happens, of course. I've considered this, that seeing that the walls are kind of wide, except for in one place, accidents are not very likely to happen. So yeah, Lando Norris 5th, George Russell, I think he's going to keep performing, delivering results in the 6th position, and then I think the duo of Bottas and Magnussen are going to keep bringing the points home for Alfa Romeo and the Haas team in the home ground. Kevin Magnussen perhaps can be higher, seeing that it's a home race, but I think the other cars are going to outperform already the Haas. Hamilton will... I think, look, the problem with Hamilton this season is that he has problems with tire temperature management. He cannot get them in temperature. Miami, of course, it's going to be a hot race, so he should have less problems with this. However, I think unless Mercedes improves the car a lot, I think he's going to still suffer a lot. And for the 10th position, I like to gamble, and I think it's always the fight gonna be there between the Alpines, the Alfa Tauris, the other Haas and the other Alfa Romeo, maybe the Aston Martin. So I'm trying to spice it up. I think Mick Schumacher has been doing some decent races. Sorry, not decent races. Decent his pace has not been that off from the one showed by Kevin Magnussen when they had clear track in front. So I think here Mick Schumacher can finally score the points for Haas this season, and it's gonna be him the one who will reign among the second half of the pack. Could be Alpines, yes, could be Alpines. Fernando Alonso and Ocon could be there. However, I like to spice it up. I chose Mick Schumacher, and that's gonna be it for the race. Let's see what happens on the race. See you after the race.